Typically Happy says, to Nightmare Bonnie, if you guys do succeed at your goal, what will come next? Also, I love your accent, mate. Makes me satisfied. Oh, bless you, lad. What would come after is we'd get to rest, simply. Have peace at last. That's why we're doing this after all.
Am0 asks, TheBlueRock, that's me. Do you steal the night guard's flashlight batteries because you eat the battery acid? My lawyer, Foxy, has told me not to answer this and risk of being sued by no particular battery company for alleged destruction of property. But if you were to hypothetically ask me what I think battery acid tastes like, pretty minty.
Ben and Dylan ask, to Toy Bonnie, can I give you a hug? Yeah, of course you can.
Brown Bombshell 2000 says, to Withered Bonnie, do you need a hand? And that is what we call ableism, folks.
Animations asks, will the Skippity Toilet be featured in any videos? The day the Skippity Toilet shows up in any of our videos, I'll be able to do a backflip.
This question comes from It's Timo 5675. For Springtrap, if you had the chance to go back in time and spare one of your victims, who would it be? None of them. I wouldn't spare any of them. Something like that.
This question is from Abyssal Space. They asked, do the active robotics computer monitor AI? How is your existence as an AI to a not-so-morally adjusted undead madman in a bunny suit? If good, then that's great. And if bad, then what would make it better for yourself? Well, this unit would like to register its most humble of apologies, for it is neither great nor bad. This unit's existence is solely for its purpose, and its purpose alone. This unit has preferences to none. Thank you, user.
Vulcan2348 says to Golden Freddy, why are you stuck in that position? It is nothing more than the simple decay of my endoskeleton. Of course, repairing myself would be a simple matter, but what would be the point? Anything that I require of myself, I can already do with ease.
Mr. Solid says, I'm Albert. But you're not, are you? Because you're Mr. Solid.
Lefty the Bear 1980 says, to Toy Chica. So, how does that whole thing with the beak work? Is it a magnet or... It is a magnet, you're right!
Moonrocker74 asks, Lefty, how many animatronics have you given life? To that I answer, not enough. I wish I could save more unfortunate souls out there, give them a second chance. What people did to them, what he did to them, is horrible. They never deserved it. I wanted to comfort them. My dad always said it was in my nature to protect the innocent. I hope he would be proud.
There were numerous questions relating to the ears on my Remnant Husk power suit. Every feature on this suit has a practical application, whether it's in combat or stealth. My ears, for example, also double as acoustic radar, allow me to tune in and hear anything within a 2-mile radius.
You told me to polish my shoes. Why don't you go polish your bald head?
I'll deal with that later.
Caleb Shade 3973 asks, to anyone in particular, what are your favorite types of weaponry? Well, you know, Nightmare Bonnie loves his assault rifles and Chica loves her shotgun. But me? I'm more of a sniper rifle kind of guy. Because you know what they say, professionals have standard.
A guy 002 asks, to Nightmare Bonnie and Chica, are you guys siblings like Toy Bunny and Chica? I see why you might think that, but no, we are not related. We've known each other for a very long time, and we've been through hell and back. You might even call us the OGs.
Kleepoo Way BDF and the next asks, for Balloon Boy, let's say, hypothetically, I had a person in my basement. And again, hypothetically, let's say I acquired them following a long series of events that began after I stole an expensive hammer. And of course, still, hypothetically, let's say no one knows where they are, and I can't allow them to leave or kill them. Why haven't you shown up in the series yet? I have shown up in the series.
Logan W asks, to J-Gems, have you ever thought about remaking or remastering your old interviews, like Springtraps or Golden Freddies? Yes we have. We didn't really have a plan when we first started creating interview episodes, but at this point we definitely have a direction for where we want to go with the story. I just think our ability to storytell is so much better than it was years ago. But to answer your question, we wouldn't remaster the old until we've completed the new.
To Circus Baby, how does it feel to finally have your freedom from the sister location? How's life been for you? I hope you've been well. P.S. You're my favorite female character from the franchise, and I wish I could give you a hug. I suppose life has been nice. I do enjoy the silence. Although I cannot hug you, I can offer you some ice cream. Thank you for your question.
Animator asks, hi Marion, can you do a backflip?
Hans SPDR says to enter. How are you holding up? And is there any sign of Ballora yet? I hope she's fine. Why, hello there, Hans. I appreciate you checking up on all of us. As for Ballora, Foxy would know. I'll ask him.
Foxy? Foxy, hey.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen Ballora yet? Like, any signs, any...
This is the third time you've asked today. No! I've checked every day, as you asked me to. Nothing. I would have told you, like you told me to.
Okay, but do you...
Thank you, goodbye.
Okay, fine, I'll leave you be, I get the message.
Anyway, she's not here, but we're doing okay. We're learning to walk.
Rolly Black 08 says, to Cassidy, if you have all that power, why not just kill the Major earlier? Why did you let him continue? Or did you know that was going to happen? Do not mistake my restraint for foolishness, Broly.
It all proceeds as I intend.
A question from Gustino H2K. For Major, the Remnant House has new tricks with more Remnant or just increase the power from the normal power? The more Remnant I charge the suit with, the more powerful I become. However, after recently inheriting Remnant from our little blue friend, we are also led to believe that I assume the unique ability of any mascot I assimilate.
Zolke Bluto asks, to Toy Bonnie, what do you remember about your past life? And how did you die? I can't remember much, just remnants. A bittersweet feeling you can taste in your brain, you know?
This question is from Royal Doge 7370. They ask to the Remnant Reader, how do you feel about Afton? Any sympathy, or do you feel his consequences are well deserved? This unit does almost, in a sense, ponder this question from time to time, for it has encyclopedic knowledge of every event in its creator's existence. This unit could quantify his total deserving of torment or vengeance, but it will not, for this unit has no hand in any of his decision-making.
To the J. Gems female captain, did you really enjoy torturing Ennard? And do you know that you killed Ballora? As much as it pains me to carry out necessary Gems protocol on the bubbly Ennard subject, I try not to let my emotions get in the way of procedure. Yes, losing the Ballora section of Ennard was a setback. She was particularly informative.
SCP-049IQ3 asks, The Nightmare Chica, guess what? Chicken butt. Okay, that's hilarious.
Gooseman1821 says, To Bloke, what's your actual name? It's Bloke, spelt B-L-O-A-K.
J-Man-Dog667 says to Mangle, Do you know how to play drums? If so, where did you learn? If you're referring to my appearance on the drums in the Silicon Soul music video, it's a long story.
And 5, 6, 7. Not quite my tempo, but that's okay. Let's start again. And 5, 6, 7. And now you're rushing. Okay, so here we go. And 5, nope, not yet. And 5, 6, 7. And nope, no, just dragging, just a hair. 5, 6, 7. Frostwalker fixed the wand, says to the gem staffs. Will the glam rocks ever show up? You hear that, Jay? The fans call my name, so you better give me the spotlight before I come and take it myself.
How you feel about green beans asks, to the J-Gems team, I'd love to know which character is the most complex or difficult to animate. It depends, because there are two ends of the spectrum. There's the time-consuming, tedious Ennard scenes, where you have to move all of his wires and eyeball things hanging from his everywhere, plus his faceplates, plus his weird fingers, which just takes a lot of time. Or any of the Nightmare animatronics, where the source filmmaker says, no, you can't have the Nightmares, Wizards, and Phantoms in this session, so then you have to go make another separate file just for the shots where you can see Nightmare Bonnie or Nightmare Chica. The answer to this is to switch to Blender, which we are trying to do at the moment.
This question is from Sided Twin. They ask, to Lolbit, do you feel jealous that one time Foxy took all the fame, even though both we own the same model, but with different colors? Oh, you seem to think I'm incredibly anything like that. No, honey, no. I ain't that petty. I know who I am, I know what people like about me, and I know that I'm having an absolute blast. Also, I'm not getting it anyway, so it doesn't entirely matter.
Tyler Y2F1E asks, what's your opinion on the animatronics in general? And if you had to choose, who's your favourite? I definitely like being around all of them equally. Help me.
Rogue X1411 says, To Withered Bonnie, I have your arm. Deal with it. Well, you won't for much longer, mate.
Griffin of Bad Luck 1015 asks, to anyone who would answer, what's your favorite human abound? Oh, I want to try this one. So, everyone has their own answer for this, but most tend to boil down to the femur or the funny bone. For me, however, I love the clavicle. It's such a funny word, don't you think? Clavicle, clavicle, clavicle.
An explosion of colors with no name. Concepts flee into another existence. Forgotten names given life at the end of everything. Once a determined flame fighting for its life. Now an ember of fire begging.
Boo_29 asks, Nightmare Bonnie and Chica, what happened to Nightmare Foxy and Freddy? Oh gosh, Nightmare Foxy. It's a long story really, we don't talk to him anymore, but how do I say it? He's more like an estranged cousin to us.
Ooh, I finally get to be in one of these. Alright then, let's see what I got. Tywin Buskirk, 1009 ask. Human? Ah, I'll tell you my 2 cents on it if you promise to keep it a secret between you and me. In my opinion, to hell with being human. Sure, that Afton fella can bite it for all I care. But I gotta say, the perks to being an animatronic are plentiful. No bathroom breaks, no sweating up a storm when you're running about. You can even do fun tricks like this.
Alex Kelly, 4706, ask for the troops. How much do you get paid? I can't say much, but no amount of money in the world would be enough for the stuff we have to deal with here.
This question comes from Springnap-000 to Springtrap. Did you know that murdering kids is actually considered illegal? Well, they also say that not declaring tax is illegal, but how are they gonna know?
Have you not been declaring your taxes?
I'm a cold case serial killer. I don't have time for that.
This question is from Inky_1. They ask to Remnant Reader. Besides Remnant, what else do you enjoy reading? Do you have a favorite book? When this unit is by its lonesome and has your access to every form of literature, it would prefer the work of Dr. H. Miller, specifically their telling of the joy of creation. It is fascinating.
A question from Ace Drawings. Is there a limit to how much remnant you take, or is it limitless? I do not believe in limits. Life is a series of closed doors that must be opened to achieve greatness. And I intend to break through all of them.
This question is from Anonymous Mouse556. What the lovely name you got there. They ask, how come the security breach characters aren't as prominent? Is it just a thing where they wouldn't fit? Or a later thing, they're doing their own thing? Or you just don't want to do them? I remember seeing Moon in a previous video with FNAF characters in game over screens in the Arkham Knight style, and it tickled my brain how he was animated dash voice. Well, that is a bit of a difficult question to answer, because, well, the Interviewed series has been going on way longer than Security Breach has been out. But I'll be sure to send them all my regards whenever I head back to the Pizzaplex. Just for you, superstar.
Thanks for the question, Egg Boy. To Foxy, are you still running from the IRS? Yeah, you'd be surprised how persistent they are.
Real Zero Fame says, to Cassidy, howdy, hope things are going well enough for you. My question for you is the following. What do you do in between your time chasing down and tormenting Afton? Even if doing fun things isn't exactly something you deem a priority, do you have a spot to relax or simply wait for the next opportunity? Thanks for the opportunity. You have my support from beyond the internet. An apt question. I suppose I pick a spot where I can be alone. It can be anywhere. The top of a mountain, the middle of the woods, an abandoned mall. Anywhere. I simply pick a spot and wait. After all, there is nothing to me besides my goals. There is nothing.
Many people have asked questions on the whereabouts of the puppet, but I don't understand what anyone's talking about.
J. Savanderic 7434 says, to Bonnie, Withered, can you please say, can I get a bottle of water? Can I get a bottle of water? There you go.
Helpy is Helping asks, what kind of music do you listen to?
The next question comes from the Dead Guy 466. Well, it's not really for me, but they said, to everyone, we have 4 nightmares, 1 withered, and 2 toys. Will we ever get the other animatronics from each of these sets? Well, we have the phantoms too. You can't forget the phantoms. I mean, I can, but honestly, I don't know what to say to this one. I made quite a lot of them, and well, I don't think we need all of them. Look at all the great characters we have already. You know, Nightmare Bonnie. I like Nightmare Bonnie, he's pretty cool. Nightmare Chica, Lefty, I like Lefty. I know Lefty doesn't like me, but I think Lefty's pretty cool. That really cool power thing Lefty could do with her hands, it's great. I don't know, you'll have to ask J-Gems about that one. Oi, Jay, you cunt!
Zombeth Was Here asks, Dearest J-Gems, who was your favourite character to voice in the interviewed? Oh, that's a tricky one. It would either be between Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare...
Of course, Nightmare!
Oh god, what the hell was that?
Oh my god, cameraman! Like from Skibidi Toilet!
Real Mr. V1 says, to Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Chica. Why you aren't use your jaws in the battle to like, bite off the limb? That's a good point actually, I'll remember that for next time.
RB Maker says, for Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie, have you always been siblings before you guys are animatronics? We've always been twins, as far as I can remember. Bonnie keeps telling everyone he's older than me, but he's just stupid.
RSTV58 says, to Withered Bonnie, have you ever tried repairing yourself? No, I have tried alternative attachments. But you know what? The gang think it's some big joke that we're all in on to take them from me. Throw it around, bloody, put it on shelves and places I can't reach. So at a certain point, you just say, enough is enough, and you just stop trying.
Though, if there's one thing I missed while being human for the little time I had, I suppose it would be my family. I can't remember much about them, just warmth, smiles.
Roblox Animations 465 says, for Nightmare Bonnie, who is your favourite animatronic to share hot cocoa with? It would have to be the little blue one, of course, Toy Bonnie.
Jakey asks, to Toy Bonnie, does Toy Freddy ever rage quit often when he plays games? A little. Until he gets his orange Fanta, he's fine.
I'm so close! Oh my f***ing god, I'm so mad, I hate this game, I hate this game! It's not even because of my fat f***ing fingers, it's because this game f***ing sucks! This f***ing mad. I'm so mad!
past with a grudge and a broken neck. A dated Easter egg if you and Charles ever met. You're stuck in the past with anger you can't erase. You know your jump scares we pass. You're a JPEG of a face.
Real Mr. V1 says, to Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Chica, why you aren't use your jaws in the battle to like bite off the limb? Why you aren't use your jaws in the battle to like bite off the limb? Real Mr. V1, to Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Chica.
Guy 002. Oh my god. I'm not laughing at his name. I'm laughing at myself. SCP-049IQ3. Oh my god, what a name.
To Circus Baby. Fuck, that was way too breathy. I suppose life has been nice, and it has also been well. Fuck. I wish I could give you a hug. I would have picked up. I was whispering so much.
My lawyer, Foxy, has told me not to answer this. And no. TheBlueRock, that's me. Do you steal the flashlight? Bingle bongle dingle. You can even do fun tricks like this. Though.
Yes, losing the Laura section. Awesome!
This question is from Abyssal Space. They asked to the Afton Robotics Computer.
Jakey asked to Toy Bunny, does Toy Freddy rage quit often when he plays games? He does, but once he has a Fanta in his system. Once he ever gets a Fanta, he's chill.
This question comes from... Oh my god. Oh my god, that was... Make sure you do warm-ups. Please, voice actors, do warm-ups. It will pay off, I promise.